Something I came across myself and would like to hear from you again is that when I started doing the reasoning after I listened to your story and tried to do it myself and come to the same experience, I saw that to start with, I thought I was, in the beginning I had just no clue how to ask questions. Why? So that I had to learn first. Then I started reasoning, and then I started seeing, after talking to you, you pointed it out to me, I didn't see that my moralistic conditioning, moralistic rules, would justify something, and I thought I had reasoned it out. But I was distracted and eased my ego by accepting a moralistic standpoint. Oh yeah, okay, that is why. So that I could keep my ego intact. That is one of those dark alleys you can wander off in, isn't it? It can take you off your true spiritual reasoning path. It takes you into a side street so that the ego can stay, so that the identity can stay alive.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a bit? How did you experience that?
Well, I mean, it was all about morality, as you quite rightly mentioned. And what is morality? Morality is a definition that you give yourself of that self which you portray to the world. Is correct. It was correct for me not to two-time my woman, let's say. That's my morality, so therefore she won't do it to me. If she does it to me, she's bad, and I'm good. And again, it always relates to fear of being on your own. Loneliness. Can't deal with it. And morality gives us certain rules to live by, not us as in who we truly are, but us as in this portrayed image, mental image that we have portrayed to the world. This is who I am because I am morality. This morality, that morality, it makes me correct. If you don't measure up, you're not correct, you're out. And all the time I can create those laws, it keeps me, if I stick by my own morals, it keeps me as real as it can be. But if the morals are taken away, you're naked. That ego that you created through the moral, those little laws, those little definitions of who I am, morals, if it's taken away, what are you then?
Yeah.
You're not going to treat anybody in judgment because there's nothing to judge.
Yeah.
Those morals don't exist.
So you came to see all that in your meditation, in the reasoning process. And an important part was acceptance, isn't it? Total acceptance
yeah.
of everything
For sure.
you see.
Because the recognition that there's something changing. I mean, you can read all this and you can listen to me and say, I know. But you don't know. And the only way you can know is the recognition of something in a process is changing. And the recognition is an humbling. Because the ego is very arrogant, it's very proud, it's very above, it's very measuring. It lives in the world of measure. And when you accept that you were incorrect, that you was wrong, you weren't real, that's not who I am. I pretended to be that. I'm not. See? Then, everything that you had been all your life and that you put value on about yourself and what you wanted other people to see, suddenly you accepted it's not real. It's an unbelief. It's a truthful letting go. The unbelief is letting go. It never really existed. You, me, I wasn't there. And how did I get to that? How did I find this? How did I come to unbelief? One way, you had a reason with truth. With truth. The truth is bigger than you. You have to accept. You can't do reasoning through a book or through somebody else's words. Reasoning is knowing black is black and white is white, and being apart from it, like the observer of the mind. Because the observer helped define the truth. It observed the mind. This mind concept keeps coming back. Let's deal with it. Whoops, this is a bit sensitive that I've chosen, but yet it's the one that makes me hate. Let's deal with that. And then dealing with it in truth brings you reasoning down to humble. It was never real, and I wanted to kill somebody for this. What? Yeah, you was going to kill somebody because of that ego that wasn't real. That's humbling. I was wrong. That's humbling. Stepping down through truth and letting it go is gone. Don't exist. And once you've been humbled, in the humble thing you didn't want to be, in the humble, you're free. Free from that.
Yeah.
And the reasoning process, every time, will take you to the point of humbling. All of those things that keep you away from enlightenment is an inability to become humble. And once you've cracked the code through reasoning, you've ended it. There's the humbling, and that's recognition that you are making inner progress. And if you don't get that, you're just not getting anywhere near it.
So every thought that would arise in the mind, you would observe it, and then you would reason why it's there. Where is the root? Where did it stem from? And when you reach the root, you reach 0 point. And in that 0 point, it disperses. All the effects that all those thoughts brought would just go. Because people always talk about letting go, and they think it's something you do. But actually, it is cause and effect. It's an effect after you have done the reasoning. Letting go happens. It's not something you do. Is that? Did you experience that?
Well, it's like I said earlier. I can pick up a book, and the mind comes in. The mind is the tool. I read. Let go. Mental. Let go. Yeah, right, thanks. And then I go and tell somebody else, you shouldn't be there. Let go.
Yeah.
Right, that's a good idea. I think I'll tell somebody else. Let go. And because in reality, do you remember I spoke about the mind in the mind, and you can't distinguish yourself as an awareness from the mind. It's a mind idea in the mind. And to let go, it's an idea, it's a mind idea. But you know it from there. That is, the awareness knows it when you get into the awareness. It's separated from the mind. But you can't do that. You can't do it through mind. It's when you give up, you can do it. When you become humble, when you let it go. When you stop trying to be somebody for somebody.
When you start seeing that you're just created all those identities.
You're just a false image. But yet, as you are in the mind, all the time you're in the mind, you consider you real. You've never known anything else.